None of this is what I thought it would be. Tell me what really happened.
Champion of Kirkwall. That was the reward. A fine title. Every noble at the keep owed the champion their lives. She wasn't just a hero. She was now the most important person in the city.
Right.
Except for Knight Commander Meredith, of course. With the Viscount dead, she stepped in to keep order. Things quickly got out of hand. The more she squeezed the mages, the more they resisted. The more they resisted, the tighter she squeezed. After 3 years of that, it all came crashing down.
Another 3 years. But Meredith is ruling now. Basically, they never got a new Viscount.
I know you fear us. Knight Commander Meredith uses that fear to take control of your city. She opposes every effort to replace Viscount Dumar. And you have seen the chaos of her reign. Will you allow it?
The Mage Templar problem coming to a head.
Return to your homes. This farce is over.
Wait! Perhaps there are some who might disagree with you, Knight Commander.
The champion has proven herself Kirkwall's greatest defender. I doubt that she favors sedition.
It would be better if you both calm down before this gets violent.
I should remain calm while a mage provokes an uprising. I think not.
I think the champion's views would be appreciated. Or do you fear what she has to say?
Not at all. Do you agree with the first enchanter's accusations, champion?
Well, all we have to go off of is what Varric said, the 3 sentences in the beginning of this thing just now. That she was squeezing, the people resisted, and she squeezed harder. And so just based off that, it feels like they're already wanting me to slant towards the mages, because who likes being squeezed? Just now though, the Cassandra Varric thing. Cassandra is part of the Chantry. She has been led to believe that something happened in Kirkwall, and that I'm responsible for it, and that's why she's looking for me now. Because I did whatever heinous thing she thought of, but as Varric is telling the story, she's starting to see that, hey, maybe this is not as I understood it, is what I'm seeing right now. She must think that I wronged the Chantry in some way. That's why she said revenge. So our interaction with Meredith here might not go very well.
The first enchanter accused you of trying to take control of the city.
The city. I am trying to keep order until there is a ruler capable of succeeding where Dumar failed.
And if not, will the Templars rule Kirkwall forever?
We will not stand idle while the city burns around us.
The Templar Order exists to guard the Chantry and Circle. I suggest you let the nobility rule the city.
I do not need you or anyone to tell me what my duty is, mage.
Oh, I only get to... I didn't get to ask anything, aside from the one thing. I don't want to rule. It's not me. Although, for the city, that probably would be better than either of them. But yeah, I do think you need to step down, because are you just deciding on your own who is fit to be ruler or not?
If Kirkwall wants Meredith to step down, they'll tell her to.
What?
Are you mad? They fear her. Everyone fears her.
That's not what I wanted to say. Because that's a very Meredith slanting kind of thing. Okay, here we go.
Your measures have become more extreme over the last 3 years.
And you could do better? How well did you guard your own mother? Did she not die at a blood mage's hands?
Yeah, and I'm not a mage hater still. So what about you? What did it say in her codex again? It mentioned that she had some kind of thing go on before, right? With mages.
Leave my mother out of this.
Cold corpses speak louder than abstract freedoms, do they not? As long as that's true. Kirkwall needs its Templars more than it needs a new ruler.
And when will that end? When will you stop seeing evil in every corner?
When it's no longer there.
Even the First Enchanter. First Enchanter is the person that's, you know, the top dog at the Circle Tower. The Circle Tower, the Circle of Magi system is already a system that restricts the mages' freedom by having the mages have to be there unless if they get permission to be able to leave. And even he's thinking that you're going too far now.
What are you trying to do here? Cause a rebellion?
The people of this city need to know what is really happening.
And then what? They tear down the gallows with pitchforks and torches? That would be better?
It cannot be worse. Your refusal to listen to reason leaves me no choice.
What I refuse to listen to are excuses. Perhaps you are ill-fit to your position if you cannot understand this.
You're hardly receptive to whatever gets in your way.
And I become less receptive each moment this nonsense continues.
Rogue mages are constantly threatening the city.
Exactly. Would you have us do nothing in response?
I would have you not paint us all with the same brush. Not all mages are waiting for the opportunity to wreak havoc.
You know as well as I that temptation preys on every mage, no matter how noble their intentions.
You push us into desperate acts, and then use that as justification to press even further.
Yup.
The Templars are only making the problem worse.
I will not sacrifice the well-being of innocents for the sake of a few mages. I will not.
It really is a difficult problem, but the way you want to arrest all the mages, whether they've done something or not, I can't say that's the way to go. If someone commits a crime, if they murder somebody, you lock them up. That's perfectly reasonable. And if that's what a mage does, I feel like no one would have anything to say about that. But you're saying, okay, this person has the potential to be a murderer, so we're gonna lock them up. That's really extreme. This is so Fence City.
This won't be resolved here. We need to sit down and work it out.
You are naive, Champion.
You will find that not everyone bows to your will, Knight Commander.
My. Such a terrible commotion.
This mage incites rebellion, Your Grace. I am dealing with the matter.
Ah, Orsino. So frustrated. Do you think this is truly wise?
No, Your Grace.
Of course not. Young men, would you show the first enchanter back to the circle? Gently, if you please.
Your Grace! He should be clapped in irons! Made
Wow.
an example of!
That's enough, Meredith. This demeans us all. Surely you can see that. Go back to the gallows and calm down, like a good girl.
Looks like she has the true power here, the Grand Cleric.
You have my thanks for stepping in, Champion. If you had not...
Does the Champion title come with anything more? Didn't they say earlier I was kinda an important person now? Please do something.
You're the Grand Cleric. Aren't you in charge of the Templars and Circle?
Oh my. You have quite the estimation of my abilities. Gentle people of Kirkwall, return to your homes, I implore you. This will not be solved today. And now I must attend to the gallows. They will see reason if the Maker wills it. Thank you again, Champion.
If the Maker wills it. Mantle of the Champion. Champion, an honor unique to the Free Marches. Other terms of reverence suffer the stains of their holders, the lingering baggage of office and entitlement. But Champion is not an appointment that can be sought. It cannot be owned or willed, and the process by which it is bestowed is not argued through policy or guile. It is earned with blood and sweat and leadership in times of great turmoil. Always worthy, as their deeds are of true importance, a champion is greeted not by debate, but by nods of reverence. The title was most recently granted in Tantervale, 882 Blessed, on the resolution of the bloody expansion of Navarra. Their king, emboldened by the taking of Perendale and the quick yielding of Hasmel, thought the remainder of the free marches an easy claim. He who became champion, Cade Arvale of Ravane, did what Orlais had not. He stopped a nation in its tracks. There was blood and barter, but Tantervale is still free against all odds. There is a contradiction of honor. Champion is not itself a sign of approval. He or she can be respected or feared, their coming dreaded as much as desired. All that is common is that they have an effect and lives are changed. Kirkwall now adds to the history of the title, a first for the city. On this 934 dragon, the Kunari are repelled by means respected or reviled, and it remains to be seen what follows for this Welonz Hawke, the Champion of Kirkwall. Respected or reviled. So that there must have been a different way that whole Kunari Arishok thing could have turned out then. Got a little bit sad that it had to turn out like that. I mean, but he was attacking the city. We had to defend it. It just didn't matter what else. Nothing else mattered.
Quiet around here, Captain.
Good. Carry on.
Satareth. Oh, there's a lot of quests. 3 years later, yet. Oh, there's Kunari here still. That's surprising. Oh, hey, you guys are still here. Hi, how's everybody?
I would rather be a lowly brother than live here among the glamour and deceit.
Hightown hides its worst elements very well. The things people keep behind locked doors.
Everyone seems so worried lately.
And nobody here wants a war, especially not on the heel of the last one with the Kunari. So the Mage Rebellion is something that we need to pay attention to. Because they'll reach a breaking point and it'll be all over if we don't do something about it. But this is really hard. The last straw. First Enchanter Orsino is openly challenging Knight Commander Meredith's reign. The situation is growing more violent. There is a letter waiting from the Knight Commander that may offer more. Talking to, visit Merrell. The storm and what came before it, talk to Varric. Check on Anders, visit Anders. Champion and Captains, Aveline, Fenris. Isabella has resurfaced after years. Years? Did she leave after coming back with a book? Speak to her in Lowtown. Faith. Sebastian. Visit Gamlin. Oh, that might be a good starter. Who needs rescuing? Champion, you must simply help me. My daughter, Orlana, was abducted by foul bandits. One of my servants has discovered she was taken somewhere in the Wounded Coast yet again. I bid you make haste, for I fear these lowborn scum will take her maidenhood. That would make the arrangement of a suitable marriage for her very difficult. Not because that's horrible. Just because that would make the arrangement, a marriage arrangement, difficult? Please return Orlana to me intact. Reginald Thaddeus Sphincter. Sphincter, okay. Okay, everybody, just chill. Chill. Yeah, let's go to Gamlin, but you are right here. There's a lot of people nearby. One Kunari?
I had hoped to find you. Unlike the rest of the Baz filth in this city, the Arishok considered you Basalit An.
Don't know what that
Many
is.
Kunari fell in Kirkwall when we departed. I am sent to gather their swords. If you find a Kunari sword, return it to me.
I'm surprised you're still allowed to be here after the whole Kunari business.
Don't you want their bodies too?
Their husks serve no purpose. The weapons shall satisfy a demand of the Qun.
It's kind of like how Sten was looking for his sword.
What do I get if I bring one to you?
It is reward enough to complete a worthy task. But if you crave gold, that can be arranged.
Sure.
I'll keep an eye out.
You will find me here.
The Lost Swords. Tarbas. Hubert. Delilah Howe. Delilah Howe? Delilah Howe? Nate's sister? Nuncio. Delilah, how? Nathaniel's sister, right? In Kirkwall? Okay, so by this time, it's been another 3 years. The Blight's ended. So even after the events of Awakening, even Awakening has passed for quite a few years now. Blight is under control. It's just our little city dealing with our own civil war problems.
Mistress Hawk, I must speak with you. You're the only one that can help. The Wardens mounted an expedition to retrace your route through the deep roads to discover whatever it is you found years ago.
Oh, I forgot to go back to
It's a fool's
Bertrand.
errand, and my poor brother is with them. Nathaniel Howe. Nathaniel is a good man worth saving.
Are we gonna get to see Nate? Oh, I completely forgot about going back to Bertrand and, like, he was in that house and all.
Why were Wardens interested in our expedition?
Maker help me, I have no idea. My brother never tells me these things.
Do you think we'll see Bethany again? We just saw her for like 1 second.
Are you related to Al Rendon Howe, the butcher of Denerim?
Much to my shame, I am. But do not blame the children for the sins of the father.
I would change your name if I were you.
Wardens range into the deep roads all the time.
But he's been gone far too long. Something terrible has happened. I'd tell the Wardens, but by the time I reach Vigil's Keep, my poor brother...
Okay.
Do you know any other details?
I know almost nothing. Nathaniel never speaks about the Wardens. It was only happenstance that I heard your name mentioned. Please, go back to the deep roads. Find my brother. You must.
That's a really big ask. Telling someone to go back to the deep roads just to find your brother.
Carry on.
Aveline,
To those who hunger,
you look after
food.
Hawke,
To
won't
those
you?
who thirst water.
Of course I will.
And to a brother
What kind
in
of a
need,
question is
aid.
that?
And
Do
sometimes
this,
Isabella
and the
gets into
Maker's light
awful
shines
trouble.
upon you.
You'll watch out for her too.
Merrell, what brought this on?
Anything could happen. You'll protect them though. It's what you do.
There's nothing to worry about, Merrell.
Merrell, why are you worrying? Talk to me, girl. I'm scared. Did you fix the mirror? Can we find out what it's all about yet? Oh, the decoy actually came in handy during the Arashock thing. Without it, I don't think I would have been able to defeat him, frankly. The shadow can maintain the ruse of inconspicuous for longer. Threat reduction decoy. Rigged decoy. Upon death, proportional to decoy's health fire damage. Sturdy decoy. 50% more? Oh, just burn people. Burn people. Yeah. Get more health, Merrell. Misdirection hex. Likely to miss. Despair. Horror. Inflicts recurring spirit damage. Let's. Sebastian. Everyone wants to talk to me again, basically. Okay, that's fine. Punishing Lance. Archer's lance sights through weaker enemies. I've been, Varric and Sebastian are a little bit too similar, probably. This tree we make use of as well. This tree I feel like I haven't really looked at for anybody. Power. Because they're modes, that's why. Because I'm always like, sustain modes. But I gotta put more in. They won't let me just focus on one. Which means you gotta, like, do a lot of micromanaging. Yeah, I think I just realized why I never use these. Yeah, it's easier for me to focus on. Oh, what about this one then? Armistice. Threat reduction. Distracts all enemies. Redirecting them to the second greatest threat. Not himself, but the second greatest. That could be good. Passive ability. Blindside. Invisible? Yeah, blindside would be good as well. I'll do this. Do you need a little bit of health? Because Merrell has more health than Aveline now, which is kind of crazy. Defender. Aveline, the Defender. Stonewall. braces for impact, damage resistance. Turn the blade. We could try. The board? Nothing. Nothing at this time. Let me go around the corner. Let's see. I don't have Varric with me. But can we see...
We have much nicer courtyards in Starkhaven.
Do you want to go back to Starkhaven then? I thought you wanted to stay here. That's why you're here. Oh, yo, it's not even... We can't go back anymore. I guess I'll talk to Varric about that later on, if we can. Otherwise... Well, Fenris is right here. All the houses are closed again. The whole lyrium idol business... What the Grey Wardens were looking for... Could they be related? Because those things are all related to the Deep Roads. Hey, Fenris.
Are you certain it's her?
An elf matching your description on the ship you named. And alone, as far as I could tell.
I need to know if it's a trap.
I did as you asked, Fenris. Now it's up to you. You talk to him, Hawke. I've had my fill for today.
Sister?
Fenhedis, first of us.
Maybe I can help, Fenris.
It's my sister. I didn't tell you, but I followed up on Hadriana's information. Everything she said was true. I had to keep it quiet, but I eventually contacted Verania and sent her coin enough to come meet me. And now she's here.
She's here already.
She was in Corinus after all.
My sister left Magister Araman's service, and I found her in Minrathus. That made things more difficult. But according to the men I paid, it's just as Hadriana said. She's not a slave. She's a tailor, in fact. Getting a letter to her was difficult, and she didn't believe me at first. But she's finally come.
I'm surprised you got her coming, instead of you going to her, which probably for her would be more convenient and less fishy. But she probably has to come here because we've only rendered environments for Kirkwall.
Yes, everything's gone exactly according to plan. What could be worse?
Yes, laugh at me.
No.
Come with me, Hawke. If this is a trap, I need someone who can fight to back me up.
Is the whole thing too easy? Her coming here? Well, if I were her, I would never come. I would want you to come over to me. So maybe that does make it a bit fishy, but this could also just be Fenris overly being freaked out at literally everything because of his past, which is completely understandable. Okay.
Where is she?
If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least. I know you owe me no favors, but if we happen to go there anyway...
Okay. Sure. Fenris, the last 3 years. 3 years ago, after confronting Hadriana, Fenris learned of his long-lost sister. He has spoken little of it, though it clearly still preys on his mind. He has not left Kirkwall to pursue the matter, remaining in Daenerys' mansion even though it is common knowledge in Hightown that a friend of the Champion lives within. Fenris finds his high profile in the city both intriguing and alarming. Over the last year, he has spoken more than once of leaving Kirkwall for good. If not for the debt he owes to Welonz, he would likely already have moved on. You need to move out. My boy, seriously, you need to just get the heck out of here. If we dive headfirst into all this, meeting our companions again, I kind of want to speak to everybody, just to see what everybody's been doing for the past 3 years. But I think it's probably about time we dig into the DLC stuff too. So how about we just meet everybody, and then we go do it. I think that would be a good idea. But the Hanged Man, that's where Varric and Isabella are, right? Oh, I'm gonna visit Merrell right here. I've got stuff at home. I mean, Merrell's actually with me.
Come on, Daisy. You've been holed up in here for days. If you don't get some sunshine, you'll wilt.
I'm not a plant, Varric. I'm fine.
Just take a walk around the Lowtown Market. Get some air, and I'll stop bothering you.
I know you mean well, but I have too much to do right now.
I'll let you talk some sense into her, Hawke.
Nice to see some intermingling between the party members.
Varric is very sweet. Frequently infuriating and a terrible busybody, but sweet. Were you looking for me? Nothing's wrong, is it?
Is that too flirty?
Nothing's the matter. I thought I'd see how you were doing.
Okay, good.
And I'm being a poor host, as usual. In the market the other day, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw Tamlin. I blinked, and he was gone. I don't know what it meant. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm going mad. I miss them all. Even the Keeper.
I'm sure the Keeper would like to see you again.
I'm sure she would. She loves to lecture. I bet her new first appreciates that. I wish I could have seen it. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Maybe Varric was right. Shall we go out for a bit? I could use some sunshine.
Yeah, making a tough decision. It's not like she's 100% okay with all the crap that happened. Oh, for a second I thought this was that book, that relic. No, all the books here are just that thick, I guess, especially magic-related ones. Did we get a codex thing for you just now? Merrell. Last 3 years. Everything I do, everything I've ever done, was for the good of my people. Merrell spends more and more of her time locked away in her house in the alien niche with her mirror. She leaves only to buy food, which she does so rarely that Varric has taken to having produce delivered to her door. At least she no longer gets lost as she wanders the city. Yeah, Merrell, do you want to go on a vacation with me to a probably dangerous DLC? That could be a thing. Get your mind off the mirror. So it does look very repaired now, but it's not working yet, is it? Needs more research and investigation? Is that supposed to be a hala? I guess so. Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. I just hope we don't... you don't explode the whole city when you're doing that or something. Okay. Anders? Anders, I suspect, will have a lot to say because of the whole mage problem, mage Templar stuff going on. Is there more people here than usual? Kunari's sword.
You think I don't know the city guard is just another arm of the Templars?
Oh no.
That is completely unfair.
If they show up here, I'll know who to blame. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see that. I just can't be too careful. Now that the Knight Commander has basically appointed herself Viscount.
Her excuse for not having a new Viscount? That doesn't actually clash, right? The whole Mage Templar problem doesn't clash at all with having a new Viscount. She's just not willing to give up the power. She still hasn't found you yet, though.
I can't even imagine how difficult it is to be a mage here now.
It's easy for most of them. They're long since tranquil.
Oh,
the Mage
no.
Underground is all but destroyed, and those left have turned to blood magic as their only option, which Meredith knows will prevent any chance of the public taking their side.
She's squeezing hard.
If I have any influence here at all, Meredith will not be Knight Commander long.
Strong stance.
I don't know what we would do without you. How can people be so blind? The Blight was stopped only with the aid of 2 mages, one an apostate. But it makes no difference. The Chantry set us on this path long ago. It would take something truly catastrophic to change people's thinking now.
I'm very curious what would happen here if Hawke was a mage. The champion is a mage, and you're telling me that no one knows? That's not possible, right? So they just made a mage a champion, and people are okay with it? Anders, After his attack on Ella, Anders lost interest in the cause of Mage Revolution. Oh no. Convinced he was no better than an abomination, Anders was determined to gain mastery over the spirit inside him, or die trying. It is increasingly apparent that he is losing the struggle. Prone to wild mood swings between deep melancholy and manic determination, Anders has again taken the mantle of Mage Freedom, though it is unclear whether this decision came from Anders or Justice.
Our cause is nearly lost.
Do we want another situation with the Kunari waiting and waiting and waiting and then eventually war breaking out? I want to say we should do something before... What the hell?
In the end, it feels like something is ending. Do you think we'll win? Things are resolved, but it will pass. I hope we win. Barrick will make it a good story, I'm sure.
I'm so sorry that I died right as you said that. I was listening to your story, so I wasn't looking at myself. Merrell has been saying some really concerning things lately. Did the mirror give her any sort of new thoughts about anything? Is this even nighttime right now? Why are we being attacked? She's asking Aveline, oh, you'll take care of everyone, right? Oh, is the world gonna end? Girl needs to go on vacation. What is that? Slaver mage. Okay, so people are just gonna attack us in broad daylight now. Is that what's happening? Seems like it. No. I want to get the slaver. I'm waiting for you. Fantastic!
Waste.
You're gonna attack the champion in broad daylight? Wouldn't be a very good look for you. Anyone associating with me.
Some shopping upstairs pretty soon.
I'm pretty much a known quantity now. Not even just as a famous mercenary, but I'm the champion. So people have to pay me some respect and all that. People should be less inclined to pick a fight with me. How's everyone doing? Good to see your shop is still here, Tom Wise.
Watch your back around those Templars. Word is, they're gunning for you, Hawke.
Am I too pro-mage for them? Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm good for now. I don't think I've tried the tar bomb yet. I can buy a few more combustion grenade.
Watch your back around.
Sure.
Templars. Word is, they're gunning for you, Hawke. They'll steal.
I saw the Grand Cleric once. She smelled nice.
Random kid. You got close enough to smell the Grand Cleric? That's a bit... Varric. Aveline. Aveline in the Keep. Right, lots of stuff going on in the Hanged Man, actually. We'll talk to Sebastian as well. Yeah, that was daytime. We were getting attacked in the daytime. Justice. Oh. Why did... Anders, I just talked to you. Why weren't you talking to me earlier? Let me do a quick round around the chantry first.
What have I done now? You look like you wish to scold me.
I just can't fathom why you're still in Kirkwall. For 6 years you've been claiming you'll retake your parents' lands. You're smart. You'd be a capable ruler. What are you waiting for?
I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
Do we ever get to know that?
I thought you just gave up. You weren't in hesitation for 6 full years, were you?
Greetings, champion. May the Maker smile
isn't
upon
married
you.
yet either. Maybe there's still hope for Jatia.
Marriage, huh?
The first enchanter overstepped his bounds. The people want to know which side you favor. It weakens you.
Strength will not win this fight, Sebastian. If the Maker is merciful, he will help them find peace. We can only be waiting when they do.
How long do you want to wait for a Grand Cleric?
You look concerned, champion. Is there a problem?
No, there's no problem at all.
Goodbye.
Andraste guide you.
Can't even talk to her about anything yet.
Do you never intend to give a public answer, Your Grace?
What have I been asked?
About the mages. You could calm this fire if you stepped forward.
The Chantry's teachings are clear. Those who turn against them would not listen more to me than to Andraste.
Then you do favor the Templars, Your Grace?
I favor peace, which is not the goal of either side, I'm afraid.
That is more apparent every day.
I did not expect things to deteriorate so fast. I thought after the Canary, no one would wish for more violence. It has drawn more attention than I would like. Sebastian, if I can ask...
Anything, Your Grace.
And the Champion, too, if you will?
That really depends on your question. I'm a little bit... Neutrality is not a viable stance in many situations, and you know what? I agree that the Templars and the Mages, they don't have peace in mind anymore because that's not an option for either side.
I agree to nothing until I know what it is.
The Divine is concerned about the situation here. She does not want to see the Free Marches become another Imperium. She has sent an agent to assess the danger. Meet with her, please. Tell her drastic measures won't be required.
That's her effort into trying to balance everything, because if the Divine steps in, that's probably gonna be worse than Meredith.
I don't want to see the Divine's armies march against Kirkwall.
Surely the Divine wouldn't treat the whole city as enemies.
She is concerned. It is never wise to draw the concern of the powerful.
She is the voice of Andraste. She cannot turn the might of the Chantry against the innocent due to proximity.
Were no innocents harmed in the exalted marches? She will do her best, Sebastian. But she must act first to protect the faith.
What can you tell me about this servant of the Divine?
I was not told her real name. Only to call her Sister Nightingale. She is said to be the Divine's left hand, sent to do work that might blacken the Divine's name.
Keeping the Divine's name clean.
What argument would convince her?
The Divine has heard my protests already. I must trust your own powers of persuasion now.
This cannot wait.
Thank you. We cannot allow this ridiculous mage rebellion to turn into holy war.
The agent, Sister Nightingale, will be waiting in the Viscount's throne room tonight. She wishes to remain unseen. The room has been sealed since the Canary incident. It may be difficult to get in without attracting attention.
Tonight? Wait, you want me to go right now? Right now? I don't know about bringing a mage to it. Oh, I still can't choose Isabella, because that's why I wanted to go around talking to everybody first. This is gonna be talking to the Divine. I don't know, this is a bit of a neutral party for that kind of thing. You want me to do it right now? No, you don't. You don't. Sebastian, last 3 years. After his confrontation with the Desire Demon in Lure, Sebastian had a crisis of faith over breaking his priestly vows to pursue worldly power in Starkhaven. He questioned his own motives, worrying that he wanted to retake Starkhaven for his own personal power, not because it was the right thing to do. Trusting Starkhaven's fate to the Maker, he returned to the Chantry, but was turned away by Grand Cleric Elfina, who believed he had not yet fully committed to either course. Though he has not renewed his vows or returned to his duties as a brother, Sebastian proved a faithful servant of the Grand Cleric over the past 3 years. As Kirkwall grows ever more turbulent, the Grand Cleric relies on Sebastian to be her eyes and ears in the often dangerous secular world. Whether he will again devote himself to the Chantry or return to Starkhaven is still anyone's guess, though Sebastian was heard saying that he will not leave Kirkwall as long as both the Champion and the Grand Cleric need him. Thank you, Sebastian. You're very loyal to me. I thought you were gonna make me go right now. Tonight? I'm sorry.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Sing of the child so it may reach his ears.
I'm sorry, Divine's agent. Even if you are here just tonight, I gotta go do other stuff.
Gaze be upon you.
It's 3 years later. Maybe they have new codexes around now. Oh, God, no! They're reminding me I can't read chapter 3. Well, screw you too. Oh, it's a long one. Okay. History of the Chantry, chapter 4. The crowds resent at the death of Andraste were right to feel despair. It is believed that the prophet's execution angered the Maker. Okay, so the previous one was about how she was burned at the stake and all that. And he turned his back on humanity once more, leaving the people of Thedas to suffer in the dark. In these dark times, mankind scrambled for a light, any light. Some found comfort in the demonic cults that promised power and riches in return for worship. Others prayed to the old gods for forgiveness, begging the great dragons to return to the world. Still, others fell so low as to worship the darkspawn, forming vile cults dedicated to the exaltation of evil in its purest form. It is said that the world wept as its people begged for a savior who would not come. Andraste's followers, however, did not abandon her teachings when she died. The cult of Andraste rescued her sacred ashes from the courtyard in Minrathous after her execution, stealing them away to a secret temple. The location of that temple has long been lost, but the ashes of Andraste served as a symbol of the enduring nature of the faith in the Maker, that humanity could earn the Maker's forgiveness despite its grievous insult to him. With time, the cult of Andraste spread and grew, and the chant of light took form. Sing this chant in the four corners of Thedas, it was said, and the world would gain the Maker's attention at last. As the chant of light spread, the cult of Andraste became known as the Andrastian Chantry. Those who converted to the Chantry's beliefs found it their mission to spread Andraste's word. There were many converts, including powerful people in the Imperium and in the city-states of what is now Orlais. Such was the power of the Maker's word that the young King Dragon undertook a series of exalted marches meant to unite the city-states and create an empire solely dedicated to the Maker's will. The Orlesian Empire became the seat of the Chantry's power, the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux, the source of the movement that birthed the organized Chantry as we know it today. Drakon, by then Emperor Drakon I, created the Circle of Magi, the Order of Templars, and the Holy Office of the Divine. Many within the Chantry revere him, nearly as equal with Andraste herself. The modern Chantry is a thing of faith and beauty, but it is also a house of necessity, protecting Thedas from powerful forces that would do it harm. Where the Grey Wardens protect the world from the Blights, the Chantry protects mankind from itself. Most of all, the Chantry works to earn the Maker's forgiveness, so that one day he will return and transform the world into the paradise it was always meant to be. Haven't seen it happen yet. Pretty sure we've already read the entire history back in Origins, but, you know, if you're a good Chantry brother and sister, you gotta read it multiple times.